second part, guys. But as I said, I'm just fixing this and we'll start running some locomotives properly. We'll get some more scenery undone very shortly. Actually, I don't know why I'm putting this on the track at this moment. That's interesting. I might consider, in under 37, maybe not now, but maybe during the winter this year, I might try to put some wires, really thin wires, to go down beside the rotating fan, and actually get this thing spinning. Same with the 57, I'm going to do something similar. If I find a way to take this little plastic grid off, I'm going to do the same with that one too, and just make it a little bit more funky, because once I fix the lights in this model, director of both ends and training lights, I'm going to be adding them in due time, which should be fun. And how am I going to do this? A little bit of hot glue, and I've got to be super careful with this stuff, because this is hot glue gun. This is my old hot glue gun, but it still works like a dream. But the thing is, with hot glue and being on it, it's on a plastic body, and these trains, in particular diesel trains by Batman, are not the cheapest of models. And also I had this for, I don't know how long I actually had this model for, but it's a while. And the idea of what I'm planning on doing, which is just pushing it all in and clean it up, and basically make sure everything is in line for the wires, and stick it in as far as possible out. And the best thing to do is just to test it, just on a low speed, and see if the lights are actually working. And they are spot on. See, it's not directly on the track, but that was my main aim for this train. It's just to get the lights sorted, and we can snip that bit off. It doesn't matter too much, but as long as the lights work. And the lights do work, you just have to fix them. I mean, they are a little bit flickery, but I mean, they work really strongly at this one, but they are flickery at the back. But again, it's not really surprising, because this train is getting on it. It's not brand new. I mean, it's not ancient, but it's not new, and it is quite, I think it's at least 5 or 6 years old, I think, this model. I had it since when we used to live in Mobigissi, actually, when we had this one. So it's getting on, but it's done well. It's told a lot of freight trains, and it's told a lot of passenger trains too. I only put the glue gun on for this particular purpose today. Why? Well, because without the train running as well as it is now, I mean, obviously this 37 hasn't run properly for a while, and it's probably due to a service. Being it's had done a lot of mileage, and this track is really filthy. Obviously I'm hoping to get some track cleans very, very soon too, because I desperately do with it. I'll find some 10 or 15 quid spare, get some track cleaning fluid in, get her cleaned up, get the track cleaned up, get everything sorted out on this table before I move. And yeah, this is basically this table will go, and it will get organised very soon actually. since my mum's unwell at the moment, I've got opportunities to do things how I want to. Obviously, yes, I know my sister's coming home with her boyfriend and all that, so I know they're going to be here for a little while. I don't know how long, but I'm basically going to guess until they find a job or something, a place to live. But, yeah. It's not an ideal situation you're going through, but sometimes you have to go through this to find somewhere you really want to live. It's the tough of life that most of the time now. People wish I got some more oil too. Oh yeah, the 57 needs some work done with the lights too. I don't know how to do with that one because the design's like the old 47s, but obviously because the 57s, because all it's been changed in the 57s, it's got a new body on it, upgraded engine, LED lights. So the 37 never had that. It had one LED light, which is the main headlight at the front, which is a little square thing, little circle thing right at the front of the train. But the two further lights are the yellow, like old halogen lights. These would be yellow on cars, so way back in the 80s, 90s, and probably in the 70s and 60s. But they would have been put more to orange. But yeah, not ideal. I do like my 37, I do like the way it looks, the way it runs. It's quite a smooth train. I know it's a diesel, but it's a diesel model, it's not the real thing. I mean, I like the real diesel trains as well. They're quite an old-fashioned look to how they're designed. And they've got a very gimmick looks to how they run. The old smelly diesel engines. At one time I used to look into a diesel car, but they're expensive and they're not the most efficient vehicles, but I mean for the time they would have been alright, but I mean it's not the worst. I mean I don't mind diesel vehicles personally, but I know they're not the best for the environment, but I think there are worse things out there, much worse things. Like parts of Africa, they've got things like drought seasons all the time.